Hebrews 8:13 is our next passage. So the book of Hebrews teaches us, listen, that the old covenant is obsolete. Obsolete. But again, we need to ask what the author is truly trying to say. What does he mean? Is he implying that the Old Testament is no longer important and can be set aside? Or does he mean something else? So let's look at it. Hebrews 8:13. In speaking of a new covenant, he makes the first one obsolete. And what is becoming obsolete and growing old is ready to vanish away. Now, here's what we shouldn't do. We shouldn't assume that by the old covenant, he means the Old Testament. Right? We already know from earlier that the Old Testament describes what? Multiple covenants. There's multiple covenants in the Old Testament. I've already mentioned the Abrahamic covenant and the Mosaic covenant, or the covenant given on Sinai, the law, and the Davidic covenant. And the author of Hebrews is clearly referring to the Mosaic covenant, which involves the giving of the law on Sinai in the Exodus. So here's Hebrews chapter 8, verse 8 and 9. Listen to what it says. Behold, the days are coming, declares the Lord, when I will establish a new covenant with the house of Israel and with the house of Judah, not like the covenant that I made with their fathers on the day when I took them by the hand to bring them out of the land of Egypt. That's the Mosaic covenant, the law given at Sinai, the covenant that covers Torah. The obsolete covenant is the law, the Mosaic covenant. And Paul explained that the law had fulfilled its purpose, Galatians 4:4. He's fully aware of this. But when the fullness of time had come, God sent forth his son, born of a woman, born under the law, to redeem those who were under the law, so that we might receive adoption as sons. More importantly, though, it's explicitly stated that the law did not annul the original covenant with Abraham. Paul explains this in Galatians chapter 3, verses 15 through 18. He states that the law, which is given 430 years after the promise to Abraham, could not cancel the promises made to Abraham and his descendants. Therefore, the Bible teaches the Abrahamic covenant stands while the Mosaic covenant is obsolete. That's what the writer of Hebrews says.